Yo, what's up, man? It's Mac Miller, and this is Splash Magazine. Splash. Bitch. Bow, bow, bow. Splash.
Welcome to Splash Mag. We got a guy here who was doing pretty well in the last year. Mac Miller, how you doing?
Good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I was asking myself, because, let's put it this way, people were a bit confused, or they were surprised when you told them how your album would sound like and would be more introspective and all this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But I was asking myself, listening to your last mixtape, or the mixtape you released after your debut album, Macadelic, wasn't it a little bit clear how this album would sound like? Because this was rather introspective when it...
Right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think if you've heard all my projects, like starting from early on, it makes a lot of sense. But you can't expect people to hear much. I don't take offense to it. But if you just listen to the last album and you just listen to albums, then it's going to be a lot different. But if you've listened to every single mixtape I put out, then you'll make sense.
But there's something else, which is, I don't know how important it was for you, but this You project with you singing over those jazz instrumentals, wasn't it very important for you to show people your point of view and how you listen to music and how you make music?
Yeah, for sure. You know, the jazz project, I produced every record on there. I did everything. So yeah, man, that's I love doing that stuff, man. I'm gonna continue doing that as well, for sure.
So how did you produce this EP or this project? Was it you playing anything live, or was it more on the computer and then playing in different things there?
Well, this one that I put out already was all me playing. It was all me playing everything, but playing it on like Logic, playing it on a keyboard. The next one is gonna be all live instruments though.
Great. So how many instruments are you able to play? I think so many, isn't it?
4 or 5, I think. Yeah, drums, piano, guitar, bass, some synthesizers, which is like the same thing as piano, but might as well throw it in there, make myself look cooler.
So when you're in the album with guys like Pharrell, who can play more instruments, you or him?
I don't know. I don't know how many. I've only seen him play keys. I'm sure. I'm sure he can play everything. But from what I've seen, I've just seen him play keys. But I'm pretty sure he can play more than that.
Okay, and talking about your album, you got this whole thing which you watching movies while you're making the music. I was asking myself, is it you recording or is it you making the beats? Or is there anything like the movies and the whole situation shown in the movies? Will this be reflected on the tracks, or do you know which movie it was when you made the track?
When I first started working on it, it was very literal. It was like this movie, this song, but as it went over, the concept evolved into something a little more complex. So I couldn't tell you exactly, but a lot of different stuff. Yeah.
So you said in an interview, even with our magazine, that your music always reflects what you are feeling at the moment. So, but taking a look at the last year, it was so crazy, wasn't you, touring the whole time? And now this record comes out, and it's thoughtful and it's introspective. So how do you bring together those two different things? Is it you sitting in the tour bus and being very, I don't know, tell me about the situations when you wrote this record?
Most of the record I wrote at my house. It wasn't until I got off tour, but I was, very isolated, very just closed off from the rest of the world. That's kind of the vibe that gets through in the album, is just like someone who's shut off from the whole world and they're just thinking about it.
And with a very different feature partner, was it you sitting in the studio and thinking about who could jump on the track, or was it something else, how you came up with the different guys?
It's just organic, man. The people that hung out at my house, or the people that got on the songs, for me, is if you came over and you were hanging out and you're my friend, and you get on the album. If you weren't hanging out, then you wouldn't.
So you have to tell me, because the image of the Odd Future guys is their own camp. They don't want to have to do anything with other artists. So how did you approach them, and how was it talking to them and getting them to the project?
Oh no, they're just my friends, man. We me and my crew and them and their crew, we're fam. Those are the homies. So it just made sense, We didn't start making music till a while after we started hanging out and stuff.
Okay, and talking again about the features, like guys like J Electronica or the Odd Future guys or Action Bronson, whoever. So was it you trying to push them to another level, or was it you trying to fit to their sound and their style, because they are so different? So I was asking myself, listening to the tracks, what was your, tell me.
I think the more we've hung out, the more we've realized that we're all pretty similar. Not, people think everyone's really different, but that's kind of why it all makes sense, is because we're all friends, we're all similar people. We're all different in our own ways, but, we're all similar too.
But isn't this funny, because everybody got such a very clear image of a person, but the human being behind it, and it's very hard to explain, isn't it? So to other journalists like me, that Action Bronson is a normal dude or something like that.
Exactly, man. Everyone's just a regular dude, in there. I mean, everyone's a weirdo, but, at the same time, everyone's, just a person.
I got a couple of sides from your record. Maybe you could tell me what you meant with it or what's behind it. First is, I wonder if Christ made $1 million of selling the cross.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't like churches and religion, or what was it?
No, I was wondering, someone's making a bunch of money off Jesus pieces. I paid a lot of money for this Jesus piece. I'm just wondering if Jesus is getting any money.
Probably not. I don't know. The other one is, all these earthquakes don't wake me up from these sleeps. What do you mean with earthquakes? And
Oh, that actually, it got a little, the meaning becomes a little deeper, but the actuality of it is that I was sleeping in the studio and there was an earthquake, and everyone was like, did you feel that earthquake, dude? This earthquake, man, woke me out of my sleep. You feel that earthquake? And I was like, no, I was sleeping. I don't remember the earthquake. And it kind of spoke on other things in my life as well. But yeah, the actual line was written because I was like, hey, that's funny. I didn't even wake up for the earthquake.
So why did you record this album? Was it in Pittsburgh? No, it wasn't.
No, it was in my house in L.A.
Okay. And then another one. I got so many ways I could make money. I'll always be straight. So tell me about other options you got in mind to make money.
Well, it's kind of just like, I think, as a person, if I set a goal for myself, I'm gonna achieve it. So that's kind of like, if I stopped making money this way and I wanted to make money a different way, I would just do it. I'm not saying, I can do whatever I want, but yeah, I can do whatever I want, and I think it's not just me, it's everyone. If you set a goal for yourself in anything and you work at it, you can achieve it, as corny as that sounds, but it's true.
Some kind of American dream, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
And on the other side, did you think of making something else than music, or making other music? Because I think you obviously got the ability to do that.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely, and now more than ever, I've been doing a lot of other music and working on just expanding what I do. So yeah, I've been doing all kinds of music.
And what I found very interesting, looking at the last years of US hip-hop and the whole new movements of acts coming up, like you, A$AP Rocky, and all the other guys, I was asking myself, how do you feel being the guy who opened it for more or less the rest of the new guys? Are you the new school guy, or how do you see yourself in this whole movement?
Oh man, I'm just another dude making music, but with the homies. I always joke around that I'm the vet. You know what I'm saying? I always tell Schoolboy Q that he a rookie and I'm a veteran out here. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just another dude making music. I'm no better or bigger than anybody else.
But tell me about this network, because there are so many guys in it, like the whole TDE camp, I think A$AP Rocky, you, and the rest of Pittsburgh. So how did this whole thing develop? Was it festivals, or how did this whole thing came up, that it became a movement at least?
Yeah, I think we're just all naturally friends who like root for each other's projects and are excited for each other's music, and do a lot of stuff together. So it becomes a movement when it's a bunch of people who are out here with similar ideas and all pushing them in different ways.
Okay, and you're a big fan of wizards. Yeah. So I asked myself, who's your favorite wizard? Do you have got somebody who's the top wizard of all times?
Yeah, Dumbledore, dude. Dumbledore.
So you're into this whole thing?
What Harry Potter?
Yeah.
No, I mean Harry Potter's sick. I fuck with Harry Potter heavy, but Dumbledore's he's the fucking man.
I've forgotten the name, but what's the name of this Lord of the Rings wizard? I think he's also great, isn't he?
Gandalf?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gandalf is tight too. Gandalf is up there, but Dumbledore number one.
Because he got this social skills plus the ability, or is it just the ability he has?
He's smart, man. He knows everything and he lays it out there in the right ways. He's always got something up his sleeve.
But the bad thing at the end, he dies.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but he dies.
Maybe.
Maybe? You got something else in mind? Would you write a book like this? Or would you be able to write something which is so thoughtful and so many characters and things?
Yeah, that'd be fun, dude. I'd be down.
Okay, that's great. A music question. If you had the chance to just pick the beats of one project, like, I don't know, classical album, Nas or anything, what would it be? Would it be an artist, a producer, or an LP which you would like to rap over again?
If I worked with one someone else's shit?
Classic record.
Give me do Outcast Aquemini.
Great. And how did you come up? I think you've been asked this a couple of times by other journalists, but how did this whole Flying Lotus collaboration come up? Because he seems to be on somewhere totally else, maybe, I don't know. On Future or somebody else?
No, I mean, that's the thing is that, you know, he's just a friend of mine. You know, he came over one day and we chopped it up for a while and then started making music. But that's a good friend of mine too, you know, him and Thundercat. Shout out Thundercat, just dropped his album Apocalypse. Yeah. Make sure you guys go check out Apocalypse. But yeah, man, we're all just friends, man. I go over there and eat dinner. You know, it's like, it has to be that way to make good music.
But no Captain Murphy feature or something else?
No, Captain Murphy was supposed to get on S.D.S. We had a part for him, but we never did it. But no, I need a Captain Murphy feature.
Great. I think we're done. Thank you for taking the time. It was amazing.
Thank you, dude.